Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. First down, they'll start with Algier. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The numbers for Pitts. Go. 6 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And that TD just added to his tally. He's got more receiving touchdowns than anyone else in the NFL.
2nd and 5. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shot.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 13 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Tua now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out. Left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now the ball comes loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second, here's Algier. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Falcons grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Tua now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. It's a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the middle with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Trying the left side with Algier. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And he he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. On the move to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw again. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards from 17 yards out. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tua. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Down.
Tua, a final shot before half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scotty Miller as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because
and that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Now, if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throws right back to... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Richie Grant in on the tackle. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back near his goal line, here's Tua, forced out to his left. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. On first and 10, it's Algier. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Traquan Smith. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Ready, ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Tua going to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hole left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
From the gun, it's Tua. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Tua now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Cook now off the read option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a carry for Algier headed right. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Let's go now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Okay, ready.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only
what you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big.
Dale. Hey,
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Brand new in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we